Is it live?
Yeah.
Club Wet is live.
I'm actually doing like
It
kind of
is.
good, so I'm gonna stream this.
It is Club Wet. Here to do some NFL playoff predictions
Yeah.
and some other things. Some other little measly 5 yards. And yeah, so let me pull up the fucking check my stats really quick. Alright, hold on. Fuck! Alright, hold on. Fucker. Alright. So, right about now. I am pulling up the stats. And, Alright, so. In the previous Super Bowls of the past, Atlanta took a massive L to New Orleans. Not New Orleans. New England. I already got ahead of myself.
We're here.
And that was last year. That rematch could happen. So, wildcard weekend went down. Tennessee beat Kansas City. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Eric Decker.
Yeah. Oh,
Atlanta.
Eric Decker caught a touchdown pass against another former Gopher. Kind of a good gag.
Atlanta beat LA in LA. And Buffalo and Jacksonville had the all-time boringest game of all time. And New Orleans beat Carolina. And Cam Newton cried.
Yeah, I hate Cam Newton so much.
That's probably the high point of Wild Card Weekend was Cam Newton crying. It's kind of my favorite moment from Wild Card Weekend. So divisional playoffs. We have Atlanta at Philadelphia. I have Atlanta winning this game.
Yeah, they could.
Because Philadelphia is full of shit. They're not as good as they think they are.
I remember at the beginning, like, I didn't want to... Oh, my God. I didn't want to play Atlanta, so... But they're 6th seed, but I still didn't want to play them. But I don't want to play at Philadelphia either.
Philadelphia sucks.
Even though I think we could
kick their ass.
But it'd be better if we won, like, every single home game. That'd be kind of a good gag, you know?
Yeah, it'd be the best. All-time greatest game of all time. Tennessee at New England. I am going to pick the dark horse, Tennessee. The Titans. Eric Decker is going to set a new NFL record for touchdown catches in a single game. I'm predicting it right here. So when it happens, don't say you didn't know.
Tennessee and New England.
I'm picking Tennessee. This upset is gonna shock the American football world. Okay. Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. I'm gonna have to go with the Steelers.
I mean, Jacksonville won at Pittsburgh earlier in the year, so I think it could go either way.
It doesn't matter. Jacksonville, they lacked a quarterback that's actually good.
Yeah. Like, they have to have, like, a perfect game to win, I would think.
Their defense is supposed to be good, but it's actually shit. They held the shit. They fucking held Buffalo to 3 points. Yeah, fucking Buffalo. They weren't even meant to be in the playoffs. Next up, Minnesota, New Orleans. I obviously, biasedly have Minnesota in this game. And if they don't win, that next Monday I will spend the whole day locked in my room depressed. And
yeah.
if I'm saying this right now, if the Vikings win the Super Bowl, I will get Skull tattooed on my I don't know where yet. But I will get Skull tattooed on me. Okay. If the Vikings win the Super Bowl, you're hearing this here first, folks. If they win the Super Bowl, I will get Skull tattooed on me. I don't know where yet.
Of course, I start doing
Might have
bad
to
right
do
when I
a-
start streaming.
We might have to do a fan vote on where I would get the Skull tattoo. Anyway, so that will bring us. So who do you have, Atlanta or Philadelphia? Philadelphia, just pick one.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, I also have Atlanta. Tennessee or New Orleans? Or not, I keep saying New Orleans. Fucking New England.
I have to go with New England.
Alright, I'll just go with New England for the sake of the little gag. Jacksonville or Pittsburgh? Who do you have?
I'm gonna go with Dark Horse Jacksonville.
Let's say Jacksonville wins. Alright, let's say they win.
Oh, yeah.
And we both have Minnesota beating New Orleans, as has been done before. I am starting to get flashbacks to the last time they played in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember the day after, like, when I went to school the day after that game, it was, like, so quiet, and, like, everybody was, like, so sad.
It was depressing. It was a really depressing day, and I blame it all on Chad. I don't know his last name, otherwise I would give it out. But Chad fucked it all up. Okay.
What do you mean?
So
How?
He rigged the coin toss.
The ref?
No, Chad.
Chad
guy was-
Greenway?
No. This guy named Chad. We were at his house watching the game.
Oh.
And then Jared Allen, for the coin toss, he said tails, and then Chad said, it's always tails, and it was fucking heads. Fucking Chad. Chad Bailey, that's what it fucking was. Alright, so, then we would have Minnesota facing Atlanta. We can beat Atlanta.
Yeah.
We can beat Atlanta.
Oh my
At
God, I'm
home.
so bad right now. Yeah.
We can beat Atlanta at home.
Yeah, we had to play at Atlanta during the year, so.
I'll admit that was a close game, but we still came out with a dub. So then, in the conference championship, we have Minnesota at Atlanta, and then on the AFC side, we have Jacksonville at New England. So, who would you pick, Jacksonville or New England?
New England.
New England, me too. So that would mean the Super Bowl would be the Minnesota Vikings versus the New England Patriots in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, I read this thing that the AFC team is the home team. So like,
That'd be so stupid. That'd be the stupidest thing.
that's what it is though. It's already like designated.
I know it's that, but that's like the stupidest thing though. It's kind of funny because we'd be the away team in our home stadium.
So we're not gonna be able to be in our own locker room or anything, and we're not gonna be able to play any sounds. I don't think.
Yeah,
like,
it's the stupidest thing.
God, it is so bad when I started streaming.
Anyway, he's always so. We gotta take a run through the Super Bowl history.
40 ounces of liquid are starting to kick in.
Minnesota Vikings Super Bowl history. Super Bowl 4, the Vikings lost 7-23 versus Kansas City. I wasn't alive, but
check if
I
anybody's
bet
even watching.
that it was a disappointment. The next Super Bowl the Vikings were in, 1974. 1974, the Vikings lost to the Dolphins, 24-7. In the Super Bowl, the Vikings have scored 14 points so far in the Super Bowl. And then the Vikings lost to the Oakland Raiders in 1977, 32-14. And the last appearance for the Minnesota Vikings. Wait, was that it? There was one more. Did I miss one? Yes, I missed. 1975. Minnesota lost to Pittsburgh. I would be fine with that rematch.
Oh, Minnesota, Pittsburgh? Yeah,
I would be fine with that rematch. 1975 to 2018. I would be fine with that rematch. So the last... I'm trying to look right here. The last time we've had two teams play each other in the Super Bowl, like the closest, I believe it was New England and New York. It was 2008 and 2012 they played. So those are the two current-ist ones.
War.
And then, as we all know, Cam Newton lost in the Super Bowl. It's kind of a fact.
Looked
I
like
mean, it is
someone
a
else we
fact.
know when they lose in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Cam Newton is the biggest pussy in the NFL. Okay.
Like,
Cam Newton can't
he's such
can't
an
hold it out.
easy person to hate because I mean, if you watch the game when he beat Tampa Bay, like their records were opposites, and he was having like an NGO. He was having like an NGO when they won.
He was all excited, and he loses a game and he cries like a little bitch. Okay. Cam. Super Cam. More like not so super Cam. Because I'm like super bitch. Because he always cries. Okay.
Oh. What?
Speaking of Tampa Bay, they won a Super Bowl in 2003.
Yeah, John Gruden was the coach, and now he's going to be coach for the Raiders.
Anybody remember Tampa Bay being good? Me neither.
I remember that Super Bowl DVD that I had. It ended at the Tampa Bay Super Bowl.
Remember when Philadelphia was in the Super Bowl? Yeah, me neither. Fucking 2005. The last time the Vikings were in the Super Bowl was in the 1970s, okay? 1977. So I mean, if we went to the Super Bowl in 2017, that would end this, what was that? 40 years?
Yeah.
40-year Super Bowl drought.
Oh man, we are getting our asses kicked. Oh my god, this guy's
That-
done. This team sucks. My god. Okay, yeah. Let's say you guys don't know how to build it weird.
What the fuck? What the hell?
Yeah, one.
There are 4 current NFL teams who've never played in a Super Bowl. The Browns, the Lions,
Detroit,
the
yeah.
Texans, and the Jags. The Jags have a chance.
Oh my god, how did I swear to god. I need to get
All right, I'm gonna look at this article. We're gonna kind of talk over this article. Oh shit, I almost just tipped over one of my 2 TVs. Okay, so let's talk over this article. This article is called 21 Football Facts to Fake Your Super Bowl Street Cred. Okay, the opening kickoff turn touchdown has only happened once. The opening kickoff in a Super Bowl has only been returned for a touchdown one time. Chicago Bears ran the ball 92 yards for a touchdown in 2007, marking it the first and only, but they still took an L to the Colts. Okay, there are 4 teams that have never been to the Super Bowl. We already covered this: Browns, Lions, Texans, and Jags. Wait, what? Oh, this was obviously made before last year because this one says the Super Bowl has never gone to overtime, but that's not true. That is not true anymore.
Bad thing about this gun is the fire rate and the damage, actually.
Alright, so the 49ers hold the record for the most points scored in a Super Bowl with 55-10 victory over the Denver Broncos in 1990. The starting quarterbacks are 13 years apart. Peyton Manning and Cam Newton were 13 years apart. 13 age difference. The first ever Super Bowl where both quarterbacks were drafted #1 overall. Peyton Manning plays a rookie season in 1998 for the Colts, and Cam Newton was selected by the Panthers in 2011. I don't know what that was. There are 13 teams that have never won a Super Bowl, like, ever. The Panthers are one of them. They have only been once before in 2003 and lost to the Patriots. Oh, this was made right before or right after the Broncos, and okay. Now I know why that was all, like, Peyton Manning related and stuff. Okay. Okay. See a little NFL news.
Stuck on the ladder.
Let's see if there's any breaking news.
Well, I know the Bears hired a new coach.
Bill Belichick absolutely plans to stay in New England. 5 takeaways from Panthers loss to Saints. So that Cam looks depressed. Carolina was previously 3-0 in the NFC wildcard round with victories in 2013. Panthers end the 2017 season with an overall record of 11-6. 3 of Carolina's 6 losses came to the hand of the Saints. Newton sets franchise playoff record in loss. Cam Newton rebounded after his worst performance of the season in Week 17, finishing Sunday's contest 24 of 40 for 349 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 105.1 passer rating. The former MVP also tailed his second longest touchdown pass of his career in the postseason on Sunday, a 55-yard hookup with rookie running back
Christian.
Okay, so his second longest touchdown pass is 55 yards. Huh? You're trying to call him Super Cam? My ass.
I won.
See, Case Keenum's the most underrated quarterback in the NFL. Okay. And, you know, there's talks about him moving with Pat Shurmur.
Swear to God.
But I do swear to God.
I don't know if they win the Super Bowl.
I bought his jersey.
If they win the Super Bowl, I'd feel less bad about him leaving. Because I'm like, okay, at least you actually did something. Like, accomplished something.
But he needs to stay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bradford, you know, he's old. He's up there in age. Okay. Teddy. Okay, who do you think's better? It would be a better backup, Bradford or Teddy? Not long. We're not talking long. Obviously, longevity. Teddy's better, but we're talking just. Let's say we get each of them for 1 year. Who would you pick?
For 1 year.
Yeah. Like, so we're not trying to put, like, longevity into it. Just, like, if you could have one of them.
Probably Teddy, because I feel like he's less prone to get hurt. And he's more, like, elusive, like, athletic. Like the scramble and stuff. Man, this gun does not have very good accuracy. Kill hit marker.
Right now we are coming into the part of the show where I'm going to do some live reactions. It's a little Monday Night Raw. See what's happening. Doing a recap of last week of the Intercontinental Championship match between Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns. And if Roman Reigns was disqualified, he would lose the Intercontinental Championship. This, of course, match is not under normal championship stipulations. Samoa Joe obviously cutting a nice promo before this match. One of the best in the biz right now. As people like to say, the biz. So they're showing the highlights, the recaps like they do normally before Raw. You know, it's debatable whether Do you think the Vikings will keep Bradford?
No, not if
No.
they don't have to.
Do you think they'll that
Well, I
Keenum
don't
will
know what
stay?
his depends. I don't know
Do you
their
think
contracts. I know Keenum's ends. I don't know about the other.
Teddy's ends and Bradford's ends?
Oh,
They
they
all end.
all end. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna trade. It depends who wants to stay.
They're gonna trade Bradford. They have to trade Brad. They're gonna get rid of Bradford either way.
Yeah, I think he's too old.
If we, I think if we can get at least one more year out of like Shermer and Keenum, if we go like deep into the playoffs, if we either like get to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, or even if we lose the um, NFC Championship game, I still think that we could maybe get another year out of them.
Yeah, it depends because um I know like Shermer's gonna look for somewhere to go with Keenum if they need a quarterback, and that like I feel like that's the Cardinals.
That'd be such BS.
I don't want him to
I
go to the
would,
Lions. There's the Lions,
I would riot in the
Cardinals,
streets. I would have to burn my
and
Keenum jersey.
somebody else I forgot.
I would have to burn my Keenum jersey. I could never wear it again. I'd have to like tape another 7 on there. I have to tape Ponder onto there.
Yeah, I forgot who
Be
they
a
were
little
saying.
opposite.
I have to look at a little article again. But it was the Lions,
Yeah.
Cardinals, and some. Oh, the Giants.
Yeah, it was the Giants. Which I think that they should just stay. Why not?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Why not just stay? We're a Super
They'll
Bowl
probably,
caliber team.
yeah, they'll probably get the deal. Just like talk to the head people, and you'll probably get some sort of like big contract thing. Both of them.
Fuck that.
They'll get like a ton of money.
Yeah, but Keenum, if he goes somewhere else with like not the like the high level receivers that Minnesota has, that he's not going to be able to.
Yeah, well, I
You
mean, the
know.
Giants have good receivers, and the
Fucking Odell.
Cardinals not really. I mean, they're
No,
getting
Keenum
old.
next year, if he stays next year, he will be the starter.
Yeah, probably.
But if he goes to the freaking Giants, he's not going to be the starter. He's going to be back to the
Oh, yeah,
backup.
probably not.
So, I mean,
Cardinals, he'd get
I
the
would say,
starter, and yeah, Lions, he wouldn't. Like,
and I would say the only reason he'd be for the Cardinals is because Palmer just retired.
well, yeah, but he wouldn't be for the
That seems-
Lions or the
That
Giants
seems
right
most
away.
realistic. Yeah, so he'd be the starter for us, but he wouldn't be for anybody else. All right,
For the
Roman Reigns has
Cardinals,
entered the
that's it.
ring.
Lions would be the stupidest thing if they were both go, because Stafford's at like the richest contract or whatever right now.
Yeah, fuck Stafford. See what he has to say.
Destroyed some equipment. I feel like I'm doing like really bad.
Probably are.
I don't know, this gun, I like it, but it takes forever to kill someone.
I'm gonna wear my Keenum jersey 3 times a week just so I can get the most out of it.
Sacrificing my body to get some equipment.
I think I might get some lunch.
I think I'm gonna go get a burger.
So, this has been my departure from this podcast. I bid you a fair night. It was fun, you know, going over some little NFL news, some rumors, some trade deadlines. No trade deadlines, but you know, some trade deadlines. But so you know, I think Keenum should stay because I feel like the only logical place that would make sense for him to go would be to Arizona. But he already has a starting job here with like elite receivers. So why would he need to go to Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona doesn't have that good receivers, I don't think. Like, Larry
It's
Fitzgerald's
kind-
probably
it-
gonna retire soon, and then I know they have some other decent
It's
guys, but
it's so dumb. Larry Fitzgerald should come to the Minnesota Vikings.
oh, keep
Once
getting
his
killed by the
contract
same guy.
once his contract runs out, he should sign a 1-year deal with the Vikings. Here,
I
if
don't know how long he signed for.
I have a genius idea. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I say, if Keenum leaves, you know who the Vikings should sign?
Who?
Brett Favre. They should re-sign Brett Favre. I've seen the copper fit knee brace commercials. Okay,
I've seen the micro.
he's still
touch.
able to go. He's
Seen the
still
micro
able to
touch,
go.
Okay.
No, there's like a copper fit.
I know, but I've seen the micro touch commercials too.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
what's
he
this
keeps
last
his-
thing?
He can keep his shape pretty well. But like,
Oh, you
if he just throws on the knee brace and he throws on the back brace,
He gets
I'm
a little
pretty sure he'll be
shave,
able.
Take
I'm
up
pretty
the
sure he'll be able
scrub.
to. He'll be good to go.
Oh,
And okay, you guys are hearing this first. This is news first. The Minnesota Vikings are going to get retribution on the Saints, as in they are going to injure them.
Go revenge.
Yes, they are going to intentionally injure them. They're going to drop Drew Brees on his head. And Harrison Smith told me
Give
personally.
another concussion.
Harrison Smith told me personally that he is going to lock down on D. He's going to stick on D, and if somebody runs near him, he's going to pick them up and drop them on their fucking head. And Everson Griffin, he told me that he is going to target Drew Brees the whole game. He's going to hit him after he's already been, long after he's already thrown the ball, because it is in Minnesota. We have made a one-time deal with the refs that we will be able to get away with whatever we want. This is the only time this has ever happened in history, and the probably only time this will ever happen in history. We've made a deal with the refs. I am on the inside. Don't tell me how I got this information. I just do. So, Anthony Barr said he's gonna pull an Aaron Rodgers on Drew Brees, and Drew Brees is gonna have to try and run into the bar. Because the Vikings don't just set the bar, they are the bar. Okay? And I'm going to end with one last thing. I am saying that... wait, what? I am going to end this by saying... Okay, I don't know. But anyways, I think that... Okay, does Stephon Diggs' contract end soon?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if it does. I don't see Thielen going to another team.
No.
He's playing for his hometown team already. Super Bowl contending team. Any chance Teddy Bridgewater plays in the playoffs?
No.
They'd put Bradford in before Bridgewater, huh?
Probably.
Isn't Bradford ready? I heard he's ready.
Yeah, he's been practicing.
There's been talks about even Bradford playing the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't get that.
That would Minnesota everything up.
Yeah, why would you start him over?
That would Minnesota everything up. Alright, I'm just gonna end this by saying, think like a little brother.
I'm just gonna end this by saying, NG out.